Hello, everyone. Mariah here, and I have a very special guest with me today. And I've known this person for, oh my goodness, probably about 2 to 3 years. She inspires me on a daily basis. Her name is Angela, and she's the owner of Beyond the Ponytail, an educator, a platform. She has a platform that's just amazing, and I want her to come on here and tell you guys why she created such an amazing platform that everyone should be on.
Thank you so much, Mariah. I'm excited to be here. I always enjoy my conversations with you. So when you asked me to come on here, I did not hesitate to take this opportunity. Beyond the Ponytail, it's my passion project. About 5 years ago, I started really jumping onto Instagram and being inspired by others. I'm a hairstylist for 20 years and I love styling. I got hooked on braids and updos and was having my work recognized by other large platforms. And that feeling that gave me of pride and accomplishment and inspiration to like keep on producing and pushing myself was so powerful that I thought if I could create a platform that inspired others and celebrated other people's work and passion and give that type of acknowledgement to others on a daily basis, how cool and powerful would that be? So I started reaching out and looking for beautiful work and supporting artists all over the world and with amazing inspiration and just really giving a lot of myself to give back to all those stylists that are doing the same thing that I'm doing. So it went beautifully. The community is amazing. It's just something I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of our community. I'm proud of the positivity that it has and the ability to connect others with each other and inspire each other. And again, it totally fills my heart when I'm able to acknowledge someone's work, and it might bring tears to their eyes or make them feel so proud. And I love giving that type of emotion and inspiration to people on a daily basis. So that keeps me going every single day to continue to do it. And it's growing from there. I have big plans of how I want to build this platform in this community. So I'm working on that on a daily basis.
Well, do you guys realize why I have her on here? She is super amazing. She inspires a lot of, artists that are just starting. And I love going on her page because I get inspired with different bridal ideas and different updos and artists from all over the place. But I have her on here because she is a leader, right? And we are all going through the most difficult times in this industry. I mean, with life in general, the whole world is on a standstill. And I have her here because she has an awesome platform where she could help so many artists get inspired and distracted by everything that's happening. And I just, I have her on here because she's awesome, but Angela, when we get these artists, that come onto your page, I know you're always reposting them and everything, but what do you do to, are you getting a lot of DMs from them and them asking you for help on, what to do next or like guidance? Because like, again, you are a leader in this industry and people, admire what you've done. So what kind of things are stylists or even business owners asking you to do?
It's a great question. I've been in self shelter at home for about 16 days now, a little over 2 weeks. And so what I noticed was, okay, this is an opportunity where everyone's going to be at home. And it's the time to reflect on what are the things that you wanted to master or you wanted to work on. So I decided to take this opportunity to really focus on putting out content, tutorials, so people have a place to go to take a moment in their life where they're like, okay, my family's good, and I'm going to now like focus on myself and what I want to do for myself, and put aside maybe an hour or two a day to to learn a new technique, to watch something so they themselves are inspired. So I wanted to be able to create, to turn the platform into a place to go for inspiration as far as tutorial, how they can maybe turn their home space into a learning environment. And I do like to pull my audience to try to find out, like trying to take the temperature of what's going on, so then I can guide my Instagram lives into what they are needing at that moment.
Question for you to answer and help a lot of stylists. So how can stylists take this opportunity of being home, right? Of being home, and take their career to the next level by being on Beyond the Ponytail? How can they do that?
So what I see a lot is I've been on Instagram pretty much on a daily basis for 5 years. So I've seen and followed a lot of our top educators on their journey on how they've excelled and what they've done. And now is an opportunity, if you have these goals and dreams to maybe become an educator or a platform artist or even work for a brand, now's a really good opportunity to follow those brands, see what their content looks like on their page and what their digital manager is looking for to repost, and set yourself up at home to start working with those products and creating different looks with those products, and then reaching out to that particular brand and tagging them. And I have to say, the number one way that anybody gets my attention on my page is consistently engaging with me, consistently sending me DMs, and really making an effort to build a relationship with that particular look or brand or whatever have you. But I think it's a good opportunity right now. Let's say that you wanted to work for X, Y, and Z brand, to really focus on honing in on making great tutorials. Again, this is where you go to Beyond the Ponytail and you look at the type of the tutorials that I repost. Look at the quality, look at the lighting, look at how they do it. And if you're not sure on how to create that, by all means, either reach out to the stylist. I think we're all really in this together, so we're all sharing amazing information on how to recreate tutorials. Reach out to myself and ask questions on, hey, I'm stuck on how to do this. Can you help me with, some editing tips, or what do you think about this? And I'm available to help and support stylists that are really taking this opportunity to push themselves and reach their goals on, hey, I wanna work for this brand. What should I do? And I think everyone is in this together to share information. So engage, send DMs, tag the stylist or the artist in the picture, but study the content that's on those pages or on my page, and see what type of level of tutorial or look that is that what we're looking for or what a brand's looking for. And if you're having trouble and not really knowing or not confident, reach out and let us be there for you and let us help you, because we all want you to succeed and just be in this together. Like I'm available, and I know a lot of people are available right now. So now's such a good time to reach out to your peers and the people that you admire and ask for guidance. I know I'm 100% willing to help. I think that's the strongest thing that I can do, or the most powerful thing that I can do, is be available to people that want to push themselves and reach their goals, because that's like makes me so happy inside. Like that's my whole heart and my passion, is to have really big dreams and make them come true.
And you do make a lot of people come true, that's for sure. I'm a brand, and I'm also a stylist. So I do two things, right? And Angela does the same. She has a brand and she's a stylist. I have a lot of artists on a daily basis sending me DMs, sending me tutorials, tagging me all the time, repost this, repost that. The more passion that you give to the brands, and obviously for her platform also, the more attention you're going to get noticed.
Totally.
And I've seen, for instance, for with my company, I've met people at 200 followings, right? 200 followings to
Mm-hmm.
now like being in the hundreds of thousands, right? And now I'm not saying that I've helped them, but I definitely have been encouraging them to constantly, show their passion and show their passions to get to the next level. And the more
Mm-hmm.
hard work, the harder you work, the more you will succeed. But the minute you do it for the money, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
the minute you do it for the money, it's going to stop. It will
totally.
stop. If you do it for the passion, people will love
Mm-hmm.
you. If you do
Mm-hmm.
it for the money, you could smell it right away when people are opportunists, right? You have to be real, you have to be honest, and you have to show your passion. Money will come. Money will
Mm-hmm.
come and brands will, set and get you hired and everything like that if you do it for the passion. The minute the money comes, you're out. So in these times, I'm just telling, we're both here on this page, on this video, and we're sharing some of the knowledge that, while you're home, with your family, spending quality time with your family in the night, go on beyond
Yeah,
the ponytail, do your little bit of homework and see how she works.
totally.
Go on my page also and see what we do, and we're here to help each other. We're here
Mm-hmm.
to grow together. This industry is one of the most powerful industries, and we're here, for me and you. I mean, I wouldn't be able to be on here if I didn't have you guys to see me, and Angela either. I mean, we're here to grow together, and that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Absolutely. And I think the biggest takeaway is, social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever have you, it's about connecting.
Mhm.
It's about learning together. It's about making connections. I know you and I, most of everyone that I meet in person, I've known for years online. And so it makes it sweeter to meet you in person because of all of the information and encouragement that we've shared. So be social. I don't care if you have 10 followers or 500,000. It doesn't matter to me on who I post or who I feature. It matters on what your heart is, what your goal is, what work you're creating, how we can help each other, and how I can support your passion to push yourself to reach your goals. Because I do it every day. It is so powerful, and I think one of my purposes, because I think I have a couple on this earth, but one of my purpose is to inspire people to believe that anything is possible, and that your dreams can be as big as you want them to be, and they can come true. And you just have to make a commitment to yourself and make a decision that you, even if you fall down or fail, you will get back up and you will not stop until those dreams come true.
Absolutely.
And that keeps me inspired to do what I do with Beyond the Ponytail. It keeps me inspired to search out new content and new stylists out there all over the world. I mean, you can ask my family how much I'm on searching, because I want to take somebody that has those dreams, recognize those dreams, and tell them that they are doing exactly what they should be doing, and to don't stop and keep on going. And it gives me goosebumps when I talk about it. I sometimes cry because I'm so passionate about it. Um, but I know that I'm doing what I should be doing, and my dreams will come true because that's just how I operate. So,
Your
yeah.
dreams will come true. You're a good person with a good heart. Guys, I want to tell you, I'm a hairdresser, and I started in a 600 square foot salon with $12 haircuts.
Hmm.
Passion, making accessories on my kitchen table. And when I was making these accessories, I was like inspired. And when I was making them, I kind of like escaped reality and I went somewhere
Hmm.
else because I was just enjoying doing it. Little by little, I kept on making more accessories and more accessories. I started taking them to the salon and incorporating them in every hairstyle.
Hmm.
Little did I know that my accessories, people would love them. And it got to the point that I was selling more accessories than I was doing hair. Then I started selling them in boutiques and salons, and again, $12 haircuts at the salon, 600 square foot salon. I started, to growing a brand from my kitchen table to selling it in over 42 countries. I didn't stop. I followed my passion, and it was never for the money. I used to get made fun of when I was making the accessories. Like, well, you got another headband on your head? I'm like, yes, I do. But at the end of the day, to tell you, I did what I wanted to do. Okay. I wanted something that was in my heart that I wanted to, create, and it got really popular. And until this day, I knock on wood, I've been very blessed, but follow your passion. It comes out. Like everything is possible. I didn't think I would ever make an accessory popular, and I did. And you could do whatever you want, whatever you want. Angela created this page out of passion, or Beyond the Ponytail, out of passion. She loved, starting to like repost other artists and their creation. And now look at how gigantic her page is, because she had passion. And she did not do it for the money at all. Until this day, she doesn't do it.
No.
She does it because she loves it. So now brands, now that she got her her Instagram to a level that, people loving it and have hundreds of thousands of followers, now brands are finally like acknowledging her talent and her passion. Correct? Am I not wrong? She's flying all over the world. She's doing runways and fashion shows and this and that. I'm like, girl, you are so popular. But she did that because she loved it. So I'm so happy that I have her on here, because one, she's an inspiration, and she's one of those people that does not give up and keeps on going no matter what. And she's here to help you in these times of needs. And again, if you want to DM her and ask her questions, she's going to help you, and vice versa. She might need something from you too.
Totally. I agree. It's so true. Like, do it for passion, the money will follow. That's always been, that always sticks into my head, that it's not about the money. It's about what your purpose is and what you do. But, here's my take on social media and Instagram and, in our industry. Every opportunity that I have now with brands, and artists, and has all come from social media, has all come from networking, has all come from me reaching out and asking a question. So the success that I have now is because I put myself out there and stepped outside of my comfort zone, and allowed myself to feel nervous and scared and all those awesome feelings. But it's all through networking and reaching out and asking for help when I need it, and making connections with others. And anybody can do that. You don't have to have a page of 500,000 followers. It doesn't matter. It's what's your focus, what's your purpose, what do you want to do for yourself, what your goals look like. And then if you don't have the answer to how to begin, then you reach out to people that could possibly have the answer, and you have them guide you, and you have them share knowledge. There's lots of things that I do now that I did not know how to do, but what I did was I sought out people that know how to do it, and I reach out and I ask a question. And majority of the time they respond and they give me the information that I need. So if you don't know where to begin, find the answer, and find out how to begin. What does that look like? And, I think the biggest thing that I do on a daily basis is I write a to-do list. My to-do list could be 3 things, or 6 things or longer. And I stay very focused and driven on how to accomplish those tasks. And it could be personal, but if you're talking, how do I grow as a business, as a stylist, as whatever your dreams are, I always recommend somebody doing at least one thing a day. And it could be 1 minute or it could be 3 hours, or whatever that looks like to you. But do one thing a day that keeps you focused on achieving that goal, and you will start to see how opportunities open up and things start to fall into place. And it's really about trusting the process of the journey that you're on and creating opportunity,
I love
and you'll be successful.
I love it. You're right. You're right. So right, you know, it's you're saying do a plan, do a plan. And you know what? Right now, everybody is home
Yep.
and they should be creating a plan. I mean, it's hard times. What the
Yep.
heck are you doing at home? I hope you're not watching Netflix. I really do not hope you're watching Netflix. It's either you're with your family, one, or you're studying what you're going to change when you go back to work. You have
Correct.
to. We,
Correct.
I'm going to say the whole country or the whole world is in survival mode, right? So here I have Angela and she's talking about, you know, planning. And I'm like, wait, you need to be planning now, everything. When you are home, I want you to plan for 3 months what you're going to do when you go back to work. How are you going to change something in your business? Maybe something is not going the right way. You know, your employees, how are you going to educate them? I mean, right now, you're home. Okay, maybe you're a salon owner, or maybe you're a stylist. Right now, you should be on the internet looking for valuable information, right? Valuable information in business that you could send your team. Hey guys, this is something that we should change. This is something we need to do. This is something we're going to make more money with when we go back. You need a 3-month plan. And when you're getting this education online for business, you better find the people that have years of experience, okay? Years of experience, because when you go back to work, I cannot address this enough. You have to find business education that is truthful, because you don't have time to waste or fail when you go back to work. Okay, so 3-month plan. Angela, any more ideas? I mean, finances for people right now are an issue, right? So you're a stylist.
Agree.
You're a stylist. I'm a business owner, right? We're in these times that, you know, we are also shifting things. I had to lay off my employees, okay, to be able to conserve cash, okay? So when I go back to work and my team comes back to work, then I could use that money to invest to make my business more stronger. But for now, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not even afraid to say this, but I put myself on unemployment. I did.
Yeah.
We needed that cash flow in order for us to be stronger when we come back. And I put my team on unemployment also. What can you do?
Correct.
I'm a small business. I'm a small business. I'm not owned by an equity group. Everything that I make it by myself. You know what I mean? So it's
Correct.
hard to, as a small business, to have this cash flow. And look at these restaurants, salons, stylists, this, that. What are you doing? I mean, did you go on unemployment, Angela?
I did. And again, it's a great point right now. And I don't think a lot of people think that as an independent educator or independent contractor, I'm a booth renter. So I don't have employees. I rent, I work behind the chair 3 days a week. Of course, my income for that is completely gone for, for who knows how long. So I applied for unemployment. I think unemployment changed where now you can apply for unemployment, where I think months ago, it probably wasn't the case. So I went and applied for unemployment. Now, what I did know, because my husband also applied for unemployment, was my unemployment claim was going to look differently than his. And it's a part of the employment history and what your title is as self-employed and a cosmetologist. And I found it challenging to fill out, I'll be honest, challenging to fill out the unemployment claim because I had never done it before. And so my girlfriend, my colleague who had done it, we're actually going to make a video on points of how to fill it out as a booth renter, as a contractor, how to fill that out, because it does get a little tricky. So her and I are going to be making a video, and I'll probably be going live with that either later today or tomorrow on be on the Ponytail platform. The reason why I say that is because I got a lot of people asking me, I don't know what to do or how to do, and it makes it very nervous because it's such an official document. Another thing I did was starting to reevaluate how I file taxes. So I'm going and educating myself on what my taxes look like. Am I a 1099? Do I sign up as an S Corp, an LLC? So these are things that I have been procrastinating on. And that the time is now to take this time and become educated on my finances and how I file taxes. So I'm talking with my tax accountant, and we're discussing different ways that maybe are better as an individual filing or a business owner. So those are the things that, these are topics that we don't normally think of, but now is the time to say, you know what, there's no more excuses, and I want to be well educated. And, I've watched a video the other day on taxes and S Corps and LLCs, and it was so interesting. And so there's a lot of information out there on different ways to do things when it comes to that part of your finances. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just become more educated and make smarter financial decisions for the future.
Well, I love that. I cannot wait to watch your live, but some advice. Can you keep it in one of your, what do you call those? Not the stories, the highlights.
Oh, yeah. The highlights.
Because
okay.
that's something that people are going to want to go. And sometimes when, the lives, they erase and it doesn't live forever. That's why I create these videos. So these videos could last throughout all over the web. And I want them to last longer because they help people. Guys, I wanna come on here and, I know you guys are going through something really, really like mental. You are. And it's hard times. It's hard times for me. It's hard times for Angela. It's hard times for everyone. But I want to share something with you. I've been in my life, if you ever went to any of my events or shows that I've done, I share my path with a lot of people. And I've gone through a lot of hardships in life, from my husband having open heart surgery to 2008, launching my business in the worst depression, and then having my business at the top peak, and then dealing with one of the biggest retailers in the world, to almost losing my whole company and going bankrupt. And you could just imagine how your mind changes when big tragic things happen. You feel like you failed, okay? And I'm sure right now you feel like you're failing because there's no income. Let me tell you something. You're not failing. You're not failing at all. Everything ends up working at the end. Again, my husband with open heart surgery, he survived it. I survived that. I started my business 2008 in the worst recession, and I didn't give up. I kept on working my ass off to continue to go, then almost losing and firing all of my employees that I loved with all my heart. Had to do that because I did not want to lose my brand. And guess what I did? I worked my ass off. I took a lot of things out of my life that were unnecessary. I cut down on expenses. I took my warehouse out. I took my car back, and I worked really hard to come back to the top. And it took years, but I didn't give up because I love my brand. And I'm just telling you guys, I'm sure you guys love what you're doing right now. And it's going to be hard times, but everything's going to work out. The only thing you guys need to do right now is to stay healthy and spend that time with your family. Okay? Mm-hmm. Spend that time with your family, because the memories that you are going to create is going to be 10 times more powerful than what we're going through with this virus. And it's really sad times with the virus. It's scary. It's really scary. I'm seeing people passing away, and I cry all the time, but it's out of our control. And the only thing that we could do right now is to stick together and stay home and it will pass. We're going to come back so much stronger than ever. And that's why I'm creating these videos with, strong leaders and people to share stories. Everyone's going through this, and we're going to survive. Angela's here on here, and she, if you're watching the video and you go on her page, she's going to help you. She's going to help you because she is a leader, and she's going to see what you're doing and guide you the right way. And that is why we're here, to grow together and be so much more stronger. And I want to cry right now. I don't know why, but it's just, I'm very passionate about helping people. And, I've gone through the journey in life of, failing, succeeding, failing, succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, if you're crying for the money, it's not worth it. Stay with your family. Everything works out. Put your bills out, look at them, and call every single, bill that you have and tell them you can't pay it.
Yep.
You can't pay it, and they're going to understand, because the whole world's going through this, and the best country to be in is the United States, because they got our back. Regardless of what's going on, the only thing that you need to do is take care of this, this, and your family.
I totally agree. And, there are a couple things that has helped me. I have a husband and I have 2 kids at home that are going stir crazy. But the things that we do as a family is, I have, even though this is such a hard time and I've traveled so much in the last year, I really value this time where I'm here with my family, and I'm trying to be present and pay attention to this precious time where I'm with them for weeks at a time, and not really worrying about traveling or booking this flight or going, which I love, because I get to connect with other artists around the world. But I'm taking this moment to appreciate my family. I'm taking this moment to provide structure to the kids. So I'm working with my husband. We do check-ins. One of the things that we really focus on is trying to have a little bit of structure. So every day, we have to make our bed. And there are certain times where, at the end of the day, we take away the iPads. And but we do get out every day. Each person in our house takes turn on what outside activities we do. So we're going out as a family, and we're taking turns on, what we get to do during the day. But also, you would say, like, this is something that's out of our control, but what we can control is what goes on in between inside of our home. So we can plan. We can have a plan. We can find peace in being prepared. We can find peace in having structure, and we can find peace and feel in control when we really focus on our family and staying connected with our friends. So those are the things that, even though we can't control what's going on outside, we can control on what goes on inside our home right now. And that has helped me to stay focused, and also know that even those days where I don't feel inspired to be the greatest mom and I'm gonna do, it's okay to take a moment and maybe sit on the couch and take a breather. It's okay to choose how you want to deal with this. You can do this or you can do this, and you have permission to feel the way that you feel. So that's just, it helps me, and I want to pass that on to others, that no matter how you're feeling, I don't judge what you're doing compared to what other people are doing. Just be inspired by what other people are doing, but it's okay to feel how you're feeling, and maybe even one day being like, I'm just going to sit on the floor and I'm going to do a puzzle. Or I'm going to do a puzzle with my family right now, and I'll focus on my business, in a couple hours, but I need to be present with them. So, we're kind of learning as we go along here on what works, and sharing those ideas with others on a daily basis. I talked to my girlfriend last night, and I was like, so I put, I told this, to my kids, they had to get off on iPad, and she's like, oh God. they're on iPads way longer. And she's like, I'm a horrible mom. I'm like, no, 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 no. What you're doing works for you. What I'm doing works for our family. So it's just supporting and not judging like what other people are doing. But and I think that helps all of us because we're all so different.
I love it.
Yeah.
Family first. Definitely.
Family first right now.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's all that matters. We're going to go back on track, and we're going to be 10 times more powerful when we go back. Right now, enjoy those moments, and that's it. Your family and your health. Take care of yourself. I want to say thank you, Angela, for coming on and sharing your knowledge and inspiration. And again, she's Angela from Beyond the Ponytail. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, Angela. I love you.
Thank you, Mariah. I always love our conversation. So anytime, I'm here to help and be a part of everything that you do.
Thank you.
Bye.